The rain is falling. The fans are soaked. But here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd. And through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. But you might remember Nick Chubb. He had a heck of a game last year in Week 4 in what turned out to be a 40-25 Browns win over these Ravens. He finished with 165 yards, 3 rushing touchdowns. Of course, never fear for the Ravens, though. After that loss, they went on a run. They would win their next 12 in a row to finish the regular season at 14-2. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And a nice carry and a first down for Cleveland. A nice pickup there by Nick Chubb, who's a bright spot for this Cleveland offense. He finished second in the league in rushing in 2019 with nearly 1,500 yards on the ground and got into the end zone 8 times. And how about this for durability? Has not missed a game in his NFL career. What a bounce back from a big-time knee injury while at the University of Georgia.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. And incompletion as a result.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Patrick Queen in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Taken in at the 11. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
3-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. First carry, 5-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 27. First carry now for Gus Edwards. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taking it in from the 20. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled at the 20.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now left side on the swing pass. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Browns' 50.
Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
For Raven. 1st down and 10 yards to go.
Now a run with Edwards. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front, because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 30-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Jackson. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
45 the mic. 45. No. You're not ready. You're not ready. Say.
On third down, Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Devin Duvernay with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Browns, nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking for Albert Okwuegbunam was the target there, and it's third down.
Third down. And 8 yards to go.
Mayfield now. And it's complete. Hooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion. 21-0 our score after one.
Quarter with the score, Ravens 21, Browns nothing.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play that time out of Chubb. 49 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit, because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Partner, you know, when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Dancing to his left. Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Leads to second and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They go play action now. Jackson under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. K'Lavon Chaisson brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. And the pressure gets to him again. K'Lavon Chaisson in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
A 56-yard attempt.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. The Browns drive about to get started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 47 yards. And the Browns are back within a score. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Ravens 21, Browns 14.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. It was Von Miller who shot in there to get him down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Play action. Now Jackson. Finding room at the 30. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. This is taken at about the 14. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Well, let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you get a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat, but if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you, and that's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going? Escaping the pressure right. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. It's Chuck Clark picking it off, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And now a hook up downfield on second down. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his first career touchdown in his first career game. As the Ravens push further out in front. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
28. Browns 14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Mayfield off the play fake. Being chased out left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. From the gun, Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And that catch number 100 for his young career. And remember, only in his second season, the future bright. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Ravens 35, Browns 14.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Fielded right around the 8. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Browns drive about to get started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Jackson now to throw on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Off the play fake, Jackson. And that is incomplete here.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw is Jackson. Off play action. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It was Matt Judon that time who worked his way in to blow that play up. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. And again, it's Chubb. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
With the give to Nick Chubb.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space for him.
Mayfield looks to throw. Over the middle to Beckham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Cleveland. Mayfield to Beckham.
Gain of 12. And the Browns first down.
Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Complete to Nick Chubb.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 43. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And now the first NFL carry for the former Georgia star, DeAndre Swift. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
He's brought down at the
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Takk McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Edwards now on 1st and 10. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Safety's creeping.
They'll go back to Edwards on 1st down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And this offense continues to pour it on. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Mayfield to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On 3rd down, Mayfield going deep here for Stipp. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kenny Stills, 75 yards. And the Browns get a score closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Still well in control of this ball game, despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Sliding out of the pocket. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Jackson on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
Forced out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. He would call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Ravens 48, Browns 21.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Calais Campbell on the stop. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
2nd and 7.
They run it again with Chubb. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Chubb
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
It's fourth down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Mayfield on fourth down. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Complete to
Odell Beckham. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game.
The score, Ravens 51, Browns 28.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. Curtis Weaver on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Again, it's Edwards. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Jackson off the play fake. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with now 3 week 1 touchdowns. And the Ravens add on. And this one through the uprights and good.
The score, Ravens 58, Browns 28.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Mayfield. He'll have a first down past the 40 and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First down, Cleveland.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here.
Mayfield now. And finding the tight end Hooper.
Mayfield.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards.
And there's a completion to Austin Hooper. What a big-time acquisition for this offense in Cleveland. Came from Atlanta as a 2-time Pro Bowler. Had nearly 800 yards in receptions and 6 touchdowns last year. And he spends a lot of time with his quarterback in order for them to get on the same page on every snap.
And this is going to be incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st down.
To throw, Mayfield. And Stills over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
It's a gain of 20.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
Here's Mayfield. And this is caught. Well, they get 1 back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Well, yes, that's his 3rd touchdown catch, which is very impressive. But on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
35.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Play action. It's Jackson. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And going deep downfield. And this is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? Let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
8-yard pickup.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Mayfield finding Beckham, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Mayfield's pass. Complete.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First down.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And a quick throw here that's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Parkey adds the extra point, and that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Well, they'll start with a quick throw complete out to the right. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A 7-yard.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They go play action with Jackson. Rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. Following the interception, Mayfield. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one good for 21 yards. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the kick here is good, so add 3 to the total, but they're still coming up well short, and that is how this one comes to an end. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for the Ravens, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.